Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here, and if you're new here, my name is Ruby and welcome. Today I thought I will talk about whether or not you should take a class when it comes to starting your language learning journey. Yes, the question that probably haunts many people, maybe you, I don't know. So if you end up liking this video and finding it helpful, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos each week. Now without further ado, let's get to the answer. So should you take a class to learn a language? So here's my point of view on that, okay? So when I started my language learning journey in 2016, I did start taking classes because quite honestly, I didn't know where to start. I remember being a kid around 11, maybe 10, 11 or 12. I had this idea that I wanted to learn French, and I think at the time it was more so because it just sounded cool, like knowing more than like English and Spanish. And I remember I kind of tried like looking through the internet, but I wasn't very successful at it, so I kind of just gave up the idea and the thought and just left it at that. And of course I could have tried in high school, but I wasn't really in that mindset or ready to take on language learning. It just wasn't in my radar afterwards. But yes, after traveling to Italy and just meeting people who spoke multiple languages, I was extremely inspired to just start going for it. So my first step immediately when I was over there in the hotel that we were at was to just enroll for the classes for that spring semester. And so I enrolled for Italian 1 and French 1, and that's how I started my language learning journey. So if you're someone who has never started a language learning journey, perhaps there could be some value in actually taking a beginner class if that is what you desire. However, there's so many videos out here on YouTube and just like resources available online, which can be overwhelming, right? Because there's so much and you're just like, I don't know what to do because one person says this, one person says that. It's overwhelming, right? But if you've seen my video of like, what you can do when you first start learning languages, I will link it up here and down below. I share some of the 4 basic steps you can take when you begin your language learning journey based on my own experience of what I experienced when I started taking these classes, because I felt that taking those classes certainly helped me create a foundation for myself of how I can go about learning a new language. And so should you take a language class? It depends, because are you okay just like being on a schedule of having assignments to and preparing for exams and all that stuff? The good thing about self-studying is that there isn't that pressure of having to prepare for any exam, and you just go at your own pace. At the same time, it could be helpful for you if you have someone who kind of pushes you to do it, right? But again, like, they can push you in the classroom, the instructors, but they can't push you at home. And something that I've also learned is that even when I took those language learning classes at school, a lot of the learning and processing and all the learning I did was really based on the self-studying I did outside of the classroom. Yes, what I learned in class, super valuable, but it's not like that was it. That's all the studying I did. No, I did a lot of the studying outside of the classroom. And that's ultimately what made me pretty good with my French. I didn't dedicate as much time to Italian because at the time I felt more pulled toward French. But I know if I would have done the same with Italian, my Italian would be pretty good right now. But yes, just know that if you do take a class, a lot of it will be based on self-study you do outside. And there are also classes that are offered that it's asynchronous, so it's like you just do the assignments, but you're basically self-studying as well. And there was a class I wanted to take that was Japanese level 2, but I was like, well, I'm gonna just be doing basically the same thing I'm doing right now, which is self-studying. So why bother? So really, it depends on you. Just know that, yeah, it's great. Like if you do go to a class setting, you do have an instructor who pushes you, and you also get to meet and socialize with other people. And maybe you have the opportunity to also work and practice with these people on your target language that you're both or all trying to learn. So that's definitely a perk. But just know that a lot of the learning that takes place is outside of the classroom, the time you dedicate to your learning. Because yes, also you learn grammar points and all that stuff, but if you want to really grow in your ability to speak and just understand what you're hearing, it's a lot of, again, self-studying on vocabulary words and all that good stuff. So should you take a class? Should you not? It really depends on you. If you're someone who really doesn't feel confident in doing it on your own, then yes, maybe start taking a class at first, but then after, if you feel confident enough, you can continue going on your own. But if you're someone who feels pretty confident, then do the research, find a book that you can start studying with. Of course, you don't have to jump into the grammar right away because it can be overwhelming, but once you have some knowledge in the language based on the tips I share right here, again, I'll share up here the video, that will certainly just connect it and bring it in all together perfectly and nicely. So you guys, I really hope that this video helped answer your question. Again, there's no right or wrong way of going about it. You just have to do what feels right for you. If you ended up liking this video and finding value in it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos each week. Let me know what you're gonna do on your journey. Are you gonna take a class or are you gonna start self-studying? Again, no right or wrong way of going about it. I really did find value in just taking classes because that really did help me build a foundation, and it's why I've been able to be so far pretty successful, I feel, with my Japanese learning journey. So yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.